Hey guys, I'm going to drop some H2A knowledge on you real quick. First up is beatdowns and weapons. In case you're wondering, it takes only one shot after any melee to get a kill, but all 3 bullets in your burst have to hit. And just like Halo 2 Classic, it takes 3 standing melees to get a kill. But again, just like Halo 2 Classic, if one of your melees is a moving melee, it only takes 2 to kill. And of course, like Halo 2 Classic, jumping melees do the most damage. As you can see here, it is possible to get a 3-shot beatdown, but your melee has to be a moving melee. Now, something a little bit different than Halo 2 Classic, Halo 2 Anniversary actually has multiple one-hit jumping melee kill weapons. That includes the rockets, the Sentinel Beam, and the Brute Shot. Also note these weapons do stronger melee damage in general, so 2 standing melees will kill an opponent. Next, I'm going to show you that crouching melees aren't as effective in Halo 2 Anniversary as they were in Halo 2 Classic. As you can see here, unless you're aiming up at like a 75-degree angle or higher, your auto-aim will make you aim down and melee your opponent. Now I'm going to show you the difference between the Anniversary Carbine and the Classic Carbine. If you count the shots there, it takes 8 minimum to kill someone in Anniversary, but it only takes 7 in Classic. The difference seems to be caused by the Anniversary Carbine not doing shield bleed-through damage. Next, we got some trick jumps. Some of them have changed since Halo 2 Classic. For this one here, there's a small bit of raised ground under the red turret or the overgrown shrine turret, and if you stand on it around where this flower is, you can jump up onto the turret. Now, around that area at the shotgun tunnel, both bases have these ledges that you can actually jump up on if you stand right next to them and jump into the snipe hut. On the rock side of Red Base, below where the BR spawns, there's a slight bit of raised ground that you can use to jump straight up into the BR. And we got some rocks here that are pretty much the same as they were in Halo 2 Classic. You can use them to get into the turret or into the base. And of course, this jump hasn't really changed from any past versions of Sanctuary. It is slightly easier though, no need to crouch into it. And once you're on top, if you really wanted to, you can jump onto the pillars that are at the very top of Ring 3. Now there's this other spot here that you used to be able to get into on your own in Halo 2 and jump into Ring 3. It's not quite possible with the way the rocks are set up in Halo 2 Anniversary, but as you can see there, if you have a partner, you can get up there quite easily. And the courtyard has this additional rock here that lets you get on the carbine or the plasma pistol. We've seen the pros use this quite a bit in their tournament gameplay. Now in Blue Base, in front of the turret, there's a rock here that you can use to jump up into the base or the turret area. There's also a little rock in the courtyard of Blue Base that will let you jump straight up into the snipe hut. Now here was a neat glitch I found by accident. You can kind of go through the wall here and do melee damage, and if you see your camera goes through the wall as well, maybe it could be used to glitch out of the map if somebody wants to try to explore that. Next we got some lockout jumps. Most of them are the same, but there's this brand new ledge here that was added for H2A. You can jump on there and you can jump straight into BR3. Of course, the ledge on the open ramp side still works, but it's one jump less. Once you get on the ledge, you can just jump straight up into BR3. These jumps from bottom open ramp to bottom blue to BR1 or Snipe 1 also work just as they did in Halo 2 Classic. They closed off the sword area a little bit, so it's harder to drop in, but they placed this very convenient ledge here in case you need to drop in from above. Of course, just like Halo 2 Classic, you could jump in and out of the window at Library. And it doesn't really look like it, but you can definitely drop down the blue lift like Halo 2 Classic. Now I'm going to show off a little bit of Zenith since it does seem to be in the initial ranked Halo 2 Anniversary playlist. You can see that there's the jump there that they wanted you to take, but if you want to be slightly sneakier, you can jump onto the rocks to the left. Again, just like Halo 2 Classic, there's a rock formation here to the left of the spiral that you can use to go around the outside instead of going right in the middle. From there, you can do any number of jumps to get all the way to the top of Big Tower. Another simple but possibly unnoticed jump, I think this was the same as in Halo 2 Classic. You can use the rocks on the side here to jump up to the BR spawn in the middle. And I thought I would just show off a neat little hiding spot. There are quite a few rocks and ledges that you can get on in this map, but most of them are outside the bounds of the map, so you get the 10-second warning. This one actually provides a pretty good hiding spot as long as you're prepared for anyone dropping down to look for you. Nothing's really changed in Warlord except they added some easier jumps and took away some little nooks and crannies you can get in. But do take notice of this ledge that's been placed in every base. It provides pretty good cover and allows you to get the drop on anyone coming through the portal to assault your base. This little jump lets you get onto the platform from bottom middle, but you can also use the jump straight up in the top middle. I thought I would just throw out this warning for the portals in Halo 2 Anniversary. You have to move pretty far away from them before you can go back in, and I see a lot of players getting trapped inside of them trying to go back through. Do make sure you walk away a few feet before you try to go back in. That'll end it for my first video, guys. Stay tuned for more Halo 2 Anniversary tips and tricks.